Alright guys, BLP Jet Ski here. I am putting a catch can and a cold air intake on my 2024 rxpx 325. Now, I did not order my catch can and my cold air intake off of website, so to speak, as far as Riva or anything like that. They got good products. I use them. I'm trying to save a little money. I decided to buy some parts and some universal parts and make my cold air intake, and I bought just a cheaper catch can. I wanted to do a recirculating catch can. It's fought me a little bit today. You see that bracket, that L bracket comes with it. I bent it and I mounted the catch can. Of course, the bottom of the catch can is not mounted yet. So I've got my outlet from my vent circling around into my in, and then I'm gonna take my out and I'm gonna run it. And what I did on the, if you see the nipple there on the back of my intake, cold air intake, to put that so it's recirculating, so it's pushing out of here and pulling through the system instead of just having this vent atmosphere. I did a recirculating one, which they claim is much better. So one thing I had to fight that I wasn't ready for is, here's my stock. This comes hooked to the supercharger. This is where your blow off valve goes, your factory blow off valve. And then this is where your hose from your vent goes into. Of course, we're trying to put a cold air intake on it. So one thing I ran into was what to do with my blow off valve. So I saw another guy online. So what I did was, this is where the blow off valve would go. I just got it vent into atmosphere now, and just cut a piece of the hose and just went right back into the intake where it was already originally hooked up. And then this would have went into the intake hose. I'm just going to vent that to atmosphere, leave it like that. That's fine. It's not hurting anything. And then, like I said, I'm hooking up my catch can. Like I say, I had to actually fabricate this bracket here, which it was an L bracket that came with the original catch can. This is just a universal catch can, in and out. Now, I could make this, I could vent this to atmosphere by putting the filter right here, or putting a filter on top. Of course, I don't have enough room because of how I mounted it, so I could always put it on the side here and vent the atmosphere like always. But I'm gonna do the recirculating, so the in is done, and then I'm gonna do the out. But it took me some fighting. Like I said, I've had to go change some hoses and that kind of thing, but I got it now. I'm almost done. When I finish, I will come back and let you see the final product and kind of explain it all to you again, but give me just a few minutes. All right guys, I'm back. To conclusion, like I say, I bought just a regular catch can off of eBay, universal catch can, recirculating catch can versus a vent to atmosphere. Of course, it took me some finagling, if you will, to get it done, but we got it done. Had to fabricate the bracket. It was just the L bracket. Like I say, this here was straight out, and just a little tiny L on this end, and I put it in a vise and bent it and drilled some new holes and all the things that you got to do. And of course, it changed out my blow off valve as I explained earlier, but I got everything hooked up. All my hoses ran. I got my vent here goes into my in, which is the other side of the catch can, and it comes out here and goes around back into the that spot right there. So I bought an aluminum 4-inch spacer that was it has this threaded spot for the MPT nipple. So, and that's what I put the vent on the back on. So it's all together. I'm gonna fire it up and see how she sounds. pretty simple. I said it took me a while and I fought it to get it going, but we got it. So everything's back together. Like I said, got a catch can and cold air intake. So on a budget, like I said, put one on my son's ski yesterday. The cold air intake for mine and his total was about $140. I had to order this special aluminum piece so I could add the MPT nipple for my return, so it was a little bit more expensive, so about 25 more bucks. So between $160 and $170, I was able to put a cold air intake on both of them, and then this catch can was 20 something dollars, and his, I actually bought one for his machine, so it was 150 bucks or whatever, so a little more than I wanted to spend. But we got all back together. Good budget fix, cheaper, accomplishes what I wanted to accomplish. I had to do a little manipulating, a little fabricating, but we got it, and everything is back together and ready to roll. So appreciate it.